Why do you think they tapped him to give that speech?
Well, one, I think forcing guys to talk, especially someone like him who's such a perennial player in this league. Like, guys look up to him regardless if he talks or not. People watch how he plays. They watch the silent tape. And so you want a guy like that to have a voice of some sort. And when he does talk, it's important. He usually gives very good insight, but it's short and sweet and it's to the point. And I think the guys just appreciate that because it's Bosa, true and true.
Do you remember the one before the Bears game? Were you in Chicago for that game?
I was in Chicago, but I was not at the walkthrough, so I missed that one.
Okay.
I was pretending that I was playing to you guys.
Apparently that was a...
I'm sneaky. It was a good one. I heard that one. I heard about that. No, I mean, each Saturday that he talks, it's always good. It's always, like I said, short and sweet. I mean, anywhere from like, hey, let's just go play 49er football. Don't beat ourselves. He's pretty good at that stuff.
And it's funny, right?
Well, it's Bosa.
Yeah.
Every time he tries to be serious, it's funny because he's just not a very serious guy, unless you're a quarterback.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Of course, man.
Nick, you get excited just to even to walk into the headquarters before practice. So I can only imagine the excitement range being able to play this weekend.
Pretty happy.
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah, I mean, just had a breath of fresh air, honestly. It feels great to be back on the football field with the boys. I love our performance staff. They do a fantastic job getting us back together, but I'd be okay with not really seeing them for the rest of the season. Just really happy to be back out there, catching the football, actually getting to put pads on, hit people. It's fun.
How is the George Kittle idol not being able to play? I imagine it's...
A little itchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Sunday Night Football is for, man. Just going to go out there and let it all out there. It'll be really fun.
You guys have 2 games at altitude this year, this and then Mexico City. How much experience do you have with playing at altitude, if any?
Playing at altitude, not very much. I've been in Colorado plenty of times throughout my life, so I understand that altitude. Some people say it's not a thing. I think it is a thing. But we'll be out there on Friday, so we'll have like Friday night to get kind of accustomed to it. Saturday walkthrough, get accustomed to it. And hopefully our bodies can adjust a little bit so we don't feel it as much by then.
Well, they say nothing replicates game speed. And now at altitude.
Oh, I think that just means the air is thinner, right? So that means I'll be faster. See? It's just how you interpret it, right?
Where does your, I forget which season it was, 18 game against the Broncos.
That was a fun one.
Yeah.
It was.
Where does that rank in the pantheon of George Kittle games?
Oh, wow. I think that one was just more fun so than anything because I literally wasn't covered for most of the game, and I got to experience that for the first and last time.
Yeah.
That was a really fun one. I'd say that's a top fiver for me. 85-yard touchdowns are pretty sick.
Yeah.
Hopefully we have that play in there
He had a
somewhere.
lot before. He had like over 100 yards before half.
210 in the halftime.
Yeah, that's right.
Then 0 in the second half.
5
Thanks,
shy,
Kyle.
5 shy of the record, right?
4 shy, yeah.
Didn't they try to force feed you a couple times, or?
Once, and Kendrick Bourne ran the wrong route. Thanks, KB. Much love, man.
He was young.
I was young. Same class. Nick Mullins was young. Trent Taylor was young. The whole offense was young. Oh, you guys remember 2017 when the huddle was C.J. Beathard, Matt Breida, Kendrick Bourne, Trent Taylor, George Kittle? 5 rookies at skill positions? That's a tough one.
That was probably Washington?
Yeah. Washington, like 4 games in a row. That was a lot. It was fun, though.
Your first touchdown came against Indianapolis in 2017. Marlon Mack had his breakout game.
He did.
In that game.
Did he really?
Yeah, 91 yards, 9 carries.
Wow.
Dang him. Dang it, Marlon. They had to win that game. That would have been fun.
Yeah, I just was reminded that a lot happened on that day.
A lot did. That was a fun one, too.
What's it like having Jimmy back at practice and leading the offense this week, knowing he's the starter going forward last year?
Jimmy's, he's been here the last 3 weeks, so he was in the building every single day of training camp, so it's not like it's new to anybody here. He's been around. He's been friendly to all the guys back then, and when we re-signed him or restructured, I guess, that was fun just to have him in the locker room because, everyone loves Jimmy. Everyone has appreciation for Jimmy, what he's done. Having back, I think we're just all thankful that, given the circumstances, which are just absolutely horrendous and terrible, and we love Trey and very excited about what Trey has to bring. I think we were all just thankful that we had Jimmy, there who knows our offense, knows the players in the huddle, and knows how to get the guys going. So I think we're just thankful that he's here, and also thankful that he has this. Jimmy's ready to roll, and you can feel that in the huddle, and you can appreciate that he's ready to go to work, and you feel it every day.
Now that it's over, what was he like in the playoffs? He was dealing with the thumb injury and the shoulder injury, which needed surgery. I mean, was there a noticeable difference in how he was throwing it in those games in January?
Nope. Jimmy just showed up like he does every single day. Same consistent guy, never complained about anything. It's just what you want in a teammate, especially a quarterback.